Hi there, Damien here, public speaking and performance coach, bringing you public speaking tips to help you overcome anxiety and public speaking nerves. In a previous video, I spoke about this idea of the inner critic. I spoke about this voice that arises in us as soon as we find out that we have to speak or perform in public. Now, in my last video, I gave you a quick tip just to help you become a bit more familiar with this voice and be able to deal with it. In this video, I'm going to give you another tip, but it's really some advice on how to deal with negative thoughts, negative thinking that comes up and seems to repeat itself. Now, negative thinking can be overwhelming. Having persistent thoughts run through our mind over and over again, it can be very challenging. So the advice that I'm going to give you is that when these negative thoughts come up, don't try and fight them. Now, our initial instinct when we experience negative thoughts is to try and shut them down. We want them to go away. We don't want to be thinking that. It seems like an internal voice has taken over our minds. We wondered why we're plagued with these thoughts, why are these thoughts coming into my head, we might say. Why can't I stop thinking? But ironically, the more that we try and fight these thoughts and diminish them, the stronger they seem to get. The more we resist, the stronger and the more that they persist. So instead, we're going to take the attitude of just letting the thoughts be. It doesn't mean we're going to indulge them and start thinking about this over and over, but we're just going to let them be. We're not going to fight them, we're not going to resist them, we're going to let the thoughts be. And what you will find that is actually impossible to hold on to a thought for very long. Now, we have thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts each day. They come and they go naturally. There's nothing that we can do to stop them from coming, and there's nothing that we can do to make them leave. Thoughts come and they go at will, at their own will. And if we learn that thoughts are not something that come to stay but come to pass, we will begin to lose the fear of them. We'll begin to lose this notion that thoughts are true, that they've got some kind of power over us. And we will just see them resolve naturally. So I want you to try that. Next time you're having an episode of negative thoughts, don't try and fight them. Don't try and make them go away with different tricks and techniques. Just watch them. Watch them. Don't resist them. And what you will notice is that they will resolve naturally. The difficulty of negative thoughts comes because we find we try and we just cannot get rid of them. So try that. Next time you have an experience of negative thoughts coming up before a public speaking event, just watch the thoughts. Let them go. See if that makes a difference before your speaking event. It may take a bit of practice. We are so used to resisting and fighting against thoughts. But keep at it. Just watch them. Just to prove that this is true, I'll end with this. If you think about a pleasant experience you've had in your life, no matter what that was, it could be the day you got married or had a child, it could be the day you passed an exam to get into a college, it could be a day that you did something exciting, you went travelling. Now think about how good that felt, that particular event. But no matter how good that particular event felt, you weren't able to hold on to that thought forever. It maybe stayed a few hours or a few days or longer. But eventually that thought, no matter how strong it was, it resolved naturally. And the same is true of your negative thoughts before a public speaking event. They will come, they can be difficult, but they will also leave, always. But what prolongs them is when we try and resist them. But instead, just let them resolve and they will fade away. Okay, let me know how you get on with that tip. Please leave your comments in the comment section. Like and subscribe to this video if you find these tips helpful, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.